Bonjour. I hope you took a lot of French during this week and that you told everybody who you are, how you spell your name, and where you live, and where your city is, in which country. Bon. Corrigeons, let's correct our devoir. I think you had numéro 4 à la page 15 and trouver les paires. You had to find the right answer. So numéro 1, je m'appelle, and the answer was je m'appelle Sonia Charbonnier. Numéro 2, j'ai. Now remember, j'ai is I am, so it goes with j'ai 12 ans. I'm 12 years old. I have 12 years. Ma maison est dans. Now you can say ma maison est dans une ville en France, or you can maybe say ma maison est dans un petit village. I think both of them will be correct, but then you've got maybe have a problem with the other one. Le village est près de La Rochelle. Près de, near La Rochelle, numéro D. And then La Rochelle, I think the best one there, La Rochelle est une ville en France. It's a city in France, so une ville en France. So then ma maison est dans un petit village. If you can't use one twice, then that will be the right one. So that will be then un, B, deux, A, and then trois, E, quatre, F, cinq, C, non, pardon, 5D and 6C. Bon. Then you had numéro 5 and you had to invent your own conversations. Now, I wish I could hear you, but I can't now. So let's just see. It must sound like this. Comment t'appelles-tu? Je m'appelle Jacques. Et toi? Comment t'appelles-tu? Je m'appelle Paul. Quel âge as-tu? J'ai 12 ans. Et toi? Quel âge as-tu? J'ai 13 ans. Où habites-tu? J'habite à Trouville. Et toi, où habites-tu? J'habite à Paris. Au revoir, Paul. Au revoir, Jean-Luc, or whatever your names were. Ça va? So see if you can talk to someone. Even if you talk to yourself in the mirror, c'est bon. S'il vous plaît, regardez les stratégies. Look at the little stratégie à droite, at the right-hand side of your page. The word for I is usually je, but sometimes shortened to je apostrophe, J apostrophe, that I told you. Can you work out why? Yes, when you use je before a vowel or an H, the whole thing sounds like one word. So you say j'habite. Now, will I use je or J apostrophe in front of number 1? Je m'appelle Julie. And now, numéro 2, J apostrophe, j'ai 12 ans. I listen to CDs, j'écoute, J apostrophe, j'écoute. And the last one, I watch television, will be, je regarde la télévision. Je regarde la télévision. Bon. Page 16. Tournez la page, turn the page. And now we come to the days of the week again. Can you remember them? Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. So on this page, they say we're going to reviser the days of the week and we're going to spell, but that you can do very well. So look at the title, Comment ça s'écrit? How is that written? So they are describing the week, la semaine. You hear that I sometimes say, I'll see you la semaine prochaine. So they describe la semaine de loup, the week of Lou's week, la semaine de loup. The French can't say week, Lou's week, or Madame's pencils. They must say the pencils of Madame. So it's the week of Lou. So listen, I'm going to read, and if you want to, you can read with me La Semaine de Lou. Okay, see what he does every day. Voici Lou Leroux. Il est reporter à Télé-France. Il voyage beaucoup, travels a lot. Lundi, il est dans un village en Écosse. A village in Scotland. Mardi, il est à Londres, en Angleterre. Mercredi, il est au pays de Galles. So you can see, il voyage beaucoup, he travels a lot. Jeudi, Lou est à Belfast, en Irlande du Nord. Vendredi, il est dans une ferme à la montagne en France. On a farm in France, in the mountains. Samedi, Lou est à Paris. Et dimanche, Lou est à la maison. Oh, Lou adore le dimanche. He likes Sunday because he can rest a little bit. He's very fatigué. Lou est fatigué, he's very tired. Let's read again, and then you're going to answer vrai ou faux, de compréhension. Okay. 1. Voici, read with me, avec moi. Voici Lou Leroux. Il est reporter à Télé-France. Il voyage beaucoup. Lundi, il est dans un village en Écosse. Mardi, il est à Londres, en Angleterre. Mercredi, il est au pays de Galles. Jeudi, Lou est à Belfast, en Irlande du Nord. Vendredi, il est dans une ferme à la montagne en France. Samedi, Lou est à Paris. Lou est à la maison. Ouf! Lou adore le dimanche. Now, la compréhension, you must tell me which ones are. They say only trouve les 5 phrases qui sont vraies, but I would like you to say to me vrai ou faux. Okay? So, vrai ou faux? Lundi, Lou est dans un village. Vrai. Mercredi, Lou est en France. Faux. Samedi, Lou est dans une ville en France. Vrai. Vendredi, Lou est dans une ferme au pays de Galles. Faux. Mardi. Mardi, Lou est en Angleterre. Vrai. Jeudi, Lou est en Irlande. Vrai. Samedi, Lou est près de la tour de Londres. La tour de Londres, Tower in England, in London. C'est faux, il est à la tour Eiffel. Et Lou adore le dimanche. Vrai. So if you want to say I like Friday, you're going to say moi j'adore le vendredi. J'adore le week-end. J'adore le lundi. And remember, the only reason that the names of the week, of the days of the week are in capital letters here is because the sentence starts with them. Otherwise, they will be in small letters. Ça va? Regardez, s'il vous plaît, les stratégies. Comment ça se dit? How you say that? Et comment dit-on en français? Now, it's a little bit different than that we had in the vocabulaire. So look at the first one. Comment ça se dit? It's literally, it means how that itself says. Now you remember there on top of the page is comment ça s'écrit. How that itself writes. So you can also say how that itself says. Comment ça se dit? Comment ça se dit? How do you say that? How does one say that? But I think easier is comment dit-on? How does one say? How says one? Comment dit-on en français? Or comment dit-on en anglais that you had in your vocabulaire? Bon. En bas, at the bottom of the page 16, there's a little dialogue about comment ça s'écrit. So let's just read it. Read it with me. First the green and then the purplish one or the grey one. I don't know what you see. First la fille and then the garçon. Comment t'appelles-tu? Je m'appelle Jack. Now remember, the French don't know Jack. Okay. So, comment ça s'écrit? J-A-C-K. Et toi, comment t'appelles-tu? Je m'appelle Sophie. Sophie in English, Sophie. Comment ça s'écrit? How do you write that? Comment ça s'écrit? S-O-P-H-I-E. What? Let's do it again. Encore. Comment t'appelles-tu? Je m'appelle Jacques. Jack. Comment ça s'écrit? J-A-C-K. Et toi? Comment t'appelles-tu? Je m'appelle Sophie. Comment ça s'écrit? S-O-P-H-I-E. Voilà. Bon. Now I want you, s'il vous plaît, ouvrez le livre, open your book, ouvrez le livre à la page 141. 141. 141. And remember, I told you that at the end of each lesson, there is a revision lesson at the end. So we're done now with unité 2. So now we have to do the exercice à la page 141. So most of them, a lot of them are going to be your homework for your next lesson. So let me explain it to you. Numéro 1, c'est où? It's where. So you must take the cities Glasgow, Manchester, Paris, La Rochelle, Bordeaux, Dublin, Leeds, Belfast, Swansea and Aberdeen. And you must say it is a city in. So your answer will be, there at the top they say, c'est une ville en Angleterre, en Écosse, en Irlande, en France, or au Pays de Galles. And they give you the first one. They say Glasgow, c'est une ville en Écosse. It's a city in Scotland. C'est une ville. Paris, c'est une ville en France. Johannesburg is a city in South Africa. Johannesburg est une ville en Afrique du Sud. Johannesburg est une ville en Afrique du Sud. So you must now see where you see them and which country they are. So ça c'est numéro 1 for homework. Then numéro 2, complète les phrases. Please complete the sentences. So j'habite une maison lourde. So some of them will be cities, some of them will be countries. So j'habite, number 1 will be j'habite dans une maison à Lourdes, in Lourdes, the city. And there you've got a little block to help you with a, au, dans, en, and près de, near. Numéro 3, qu'est-ce que c'est? What is it? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Remember, qu'est-ce que c'est? What is it? What it is. Qu'est-ce que c'est? So, example will be, c'est 2 MP3, écouteurs MP3, c'est 3 calculatrices, c'est une calculatrice, c'est un garçon, c'est 3 garçons. So please try to tell me that. And then numéro 4 is, okay, sorry, number 3B, this was 3A, no 3B. Écris une phrase pour chaque image. Now, an easy way to say this is or these are is voici, because then you don't have to change your verb. So you can say c'est un baladeur, or you can say voici un baladeur. C'est une boîte, or voici, here is. Voici is here is. Voici ma mère, if you maybe present your mother to someone, introduce your mother as voici ma mère. So you don't have to do B, I just want you to do 3A, s'il vous plaît. Bon. And then, numéro 4, it's a very interesting exercise. Look at that. Jean-Pierre a des problèmes. Jean-Pierre has some problems. And now, le professeur demande ces choses, mais dans quel ordre? So the teacher asks him these things, but I'm going to read it and you must tell me in which order I read everything. So the things are A, B, C, D, E, F sur la table. Do you see them? All the things on the table. And tell me in the end in which order I read them. So the teacher will ask Jean-Pierre, où est? Of Jean-Pierre, take, prendre, or do something, or open, or what. So see, I'm going to read it, see if you can see in which order I read it. Okay, Jean-Pierre, le cahier de maths. Où est la règle? Où est la gomme? Où sont les bics? Où est la calculatrice? Où sont les livres de maths? I'll do it again. Jean-Pierre, le cahier de maths. Number 1. Number 2, où est la règle? 2. 3, où est la gomme? Where is your gum? 4, où sont les bics? Où sont les bics? 5, où est ta calculatrice? Where is your calculatrice? Jean-Pierre, où sont les livres de maths? So I read it in the next order. I said C, A, E, F, D, B. C, A, E, F, D, B. And you'll hear I say où sont, that's where are. And où est is where is. So that's why with the livre de maths and with the bic, I said sont. Because that was plural. Ça va? Did you get it right? J'espère. So remember for homework, it's numéro 1, numéro 2 et numéro 3. Bon, ça, oui, nous avons fini. Unité 2. We're very good. Oh. Your civilisation for aujourd'hui is I would like to talk to you about Noël. Noël you spell in French like Noel, N-O-E, and then 2 dots, Noël, L, Noël. Noël is Christmas. So you tell someone Joyeux Noël or Bon Noël and so on. So Christmas is actually also one of the Christian festivals or fête that they celebrate in France. Just like us, with presents, cadeaux, with an arbre de Noël, with a Christmas tree, and also with Papa Noël. Papa Noël is Father Christmas, also with Papa Noël. So Papa Noël also comes with the presents, but they've got 2 Father Christmases. They've got in the beginning, actually 3. In the beginning of December, Saint Nicolas, he comes, and he just goes around and checks everything and gives them little sweets and so on. But with Papa Nicolas or Père Nicolas comes Papa Fouettard. That's a black Father Christmas. They always dress him in black clothes, and he's actually the one that comes for the naughty children. So sometimes they tell the children fouetter is to whip someone. So they tell him that Papa Fouettard is coming with his whip and he's going to beat you if you're not good. And then they have the traditional Papa Noël or Père Noël on Christmas Day. So they get sweets and things in the beginning when Saint Nicolas comes, and then they have Noël. That's their traditional Christmas. Now, Christmas is always celebrated with cakes and with dinners and all the things that we do. The Christmas cake, you must look it up on the internet, is a bûche de Noël. It's a Swiss roll, a chocolate Swiss roll in the form of a log, of a tree log, a log. And that symbolizes fertility and that they're going to have good, on the farms, they're going to have good harvests and things. So they decorate it with chocolate strips, and so it looks like a log, and then with green leaves. But in the south of France, in Provence, they have 13 desserts. For Christmas, they celebrate with 13 desserts. Not all of them are cake. Some of them are nuts. Some of them are fruit. But you can also look that up. It's very interesting. Les 13 desserts de Noël, the 13 desserts of Christmas. And then they eat them, and they eat them even after the Christmas mass late on Christmas Eve, and then they come home and they eat the 13 dessert. So it's somewhat different than that we are. Bon, it's really very interesting. I actually want you to go and read about France, because I think the more you know about it, the more it is really going to interest you. It fascinates me. Everything French, everything from France fascinates me, and the French culture, c'est très intéressant. Bon, voilà. Au revoir.